Today we're going to review the Amazing Spider-Man movie series, interchangeable head, movie edition, only at Walmart. Save money, live better, Spider-Man! That's right. Spider-Man comes, the movie series, The Amazing Spider-Man, comes with a backpack that looks like it's from Barbie, and then a generic skateboard with nothing on it, even with gray wheels. This was only available at Walmart, and it still is, because it's such, at least the ones I've seen are such bad figures. This will be a peg warmer forever. Alright, let's turn him around. Oops. Oh, we don't burn the house down. Got caught on the light. Alright. Amazing Spider-Man movie series. Movie edition. Spider-Man skateboard attaches to the backpack. Interchangeable head. Super articulation. Figure stands connect with other movie and comic figures sold separately. Collective Ultimate Comic Spider-Man and the Lizard each sold separately. Marvel Spider-Man and Columbia Pictures and Hasbro and Hasbro.com. Spider-Man. Look how metallic that guy is. Wow, look how nice his head sculpt is. Wow. Look how automatically that thing pops off his head, the mask. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, look how metallic he, remember how metallic he was? He's not metallic. What happened? Why, he not metallic? Box said he metallic. Vika say he's not. Oh, ripped off. Ripped off. So, I'm not going to read all the bio to there. It just talks about the movie. And I do have the other Spider-Man from the first series. And we'll do a size comparison here in a bit. But if you watch that video, I didn't have a rating system back then, but that Spider-Man was dog vomit. So let's hope this Spider-Man's not. We'll open them up. We'll be right back. Alright, here's what we have here. We have accessories to Spider-Man. We have here, we have Barbie backpack. Nice blue backpack that looks like from Barbie. And then we have skateboard, which is actually black. I thought it was gray, but that's kind of cool. But they could at least give some kind of design. And a red wheels. I don't think no skateboarder has gray wheels. And then we have head of Spider-Man on platter, just like John the Baptist. But his head is interchangeable, so that's cool. And then we have stand that most collectors don't like. I have stand. I like stand. I have plenty of them now, but so. And also we have Barbie backpack. Looks like from Barbie. And then we also have skate. Oh wait, we already do that. Okay. So now we review figure. Figure is tight in articulation already. I can tell. Right out package. Okay. Now happy. Gosh dang it. Okay. You remember last video of Spider-Man? Link down below. I had such problems with him. QC issues. This guy here. See? He's stuck like that. Just like other Spider-Man. What's up with that? Arms won't go down. Try to push his arms down. They're frozen. And he has some loose hip articulation. Not good. Ankle articulation super tight. Ah, just like the other one. Leg warped. What is the hell? Man. Okay. So, bicep swivel. Frozen. They do not torn. Why you do this to me, Hasbro? Okay, so let's put him on the stand. Give me a second. Okay, here we have Peter Parker. Peter Parker is also Spider-Man. If you have not seen the movie, no spoiler there. If you don't know who Peter Parker is, well, go read a comic book. So Peter Parker, I put him on the stand to straighten his legs with these Hasbro figures. I put him on the stand, the two closest pegs to each other, in about a week or so. He'll be straightened out, just like my other Spider-Man. That's what I had to do. Same problem from the other movie Spider-Man. His leg was all warped. And I eventually straightened out by just leaving him on the peg. And I did that with my movie series Hawkeye figure. So, alright. Probably a couple of you guys are probably like, German Films, why'd you buy that figure? Because the other figures of this I seen, he had some weird paint apps on for highlights, and his eyes were all weird. They weren't painted right, and man, it gave me a headache. You can ask my wife, Mrs. Chapman's Films. Certain colors and lighting situations, I get like an instant headache. So I was so bummed out to see these ugly Peter Parkers. I mean, instantly I'm at the store, I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh man, I got a headache. But this one, his hair is all one color, there's no highlights, his eyes are painted nicely, and his skin tone is like skin tone, not that nasty brown color on the other figures. So I actually got a decent enough head sculpt Peter Parker, just like the prototype figure, but this one doesn't give me a headache, so thank goodness. But such a crappy body. His arms are stuck like that. So here in a minute I will run it under hot water and then be right back. But let's take a look at figure. Figure is nice and blue, just like the other one. And nice silver shoes. Too bad hit by this foot being warped. Due to, hey dog, what are you doing? Hey! Stop it. Foot being warped, so, where was I? Okay, so let's take a look at this backside. Not too bad, not bad. This is actually the same figure except for his hands. And we'll talk about here in a minute. His head is awful big though, for that little neck. Spider-Man's backside. And there we go. I did like the movie. Well, you know what? I need to watch the movie again, but it was okay. But we won't get into the reasons why I didn't like the movie. But I don't have it on DVD yet. I did see it at the movie theaters when it first came out, or the second week it came out, so or the third week it came out. But let me be right back, and we'll run some hot water over him. Alright, here we go. Spider-Man. With his backpack, it was kind of hard to put on. Trying to bend his arms just right. I'll probably just leave it on. Because it's kind of cool how his skateboard attaches right there. That little rubber band, or not rubber band, but cloth strap. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I was trying to get him to hold his mask, but the way his hands are in that claw position, I cannot. It won't fit. And I tried to put it on the back of his backpack, and it won't fit. I guess you could display it like that, but it looks like he has head on. Like they had someone's head in there. Like a helmet, I should say. So, not bad. Not too bad. Let's go over his articulation. You know, one accessory I wish Peter Parker came with was a camera. And I know some older Spider-Man figures had cameras with him, so that's kind of sad. He didn't come with a camera. Alright, let's take him off his base. Go over his articulation. His head can move at 360. It's supposed to go up and it's supposed to go down, but mine is not as of right now. He has a bicep swivel, has a wrist swivel, and that's pretty cool. He has this little web slinger detail thing. He's right there. I don't know if you can see him, but it's cool. And then he has his upper torso thing that twists. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Shake it. Okay. But my Spider-Man suffers from. Look at that. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Everyone knows who you are. That's right. Mine suffers from. Say it with me. Loose leg syndrome. I think this is the first Marvel figure that I have that suffers from loose leg syndrome. Wow. And his joints, his biceps up here, it's still super tight, almost to the point where I think I'm going to break it. And warped leg syndrome. And he has ankle rockers and ankle articulation, which is cool. And like I said, his hands, his wrists do swivel. What could have been a great figure is kind of lacking in some detail and things that could have made it better. So, if you guys know if you could take this Spider-Man head off, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I don't want to break him. If I could, I would just swap him out. And so I won't. So, because I prefer unmasked figures, which is cooler. And I wish DC and Marvel would do that more. Let's try to straighten his leg back up. There we go. Leave him on there about a week. He'll be alright. So, how would I rate Peter Parker, Spider-Man? Like I said, Hasbro should just gave us this from the get-go with interchangeable heads. I have loose leg syndrome. I have warped leg syndrome due to dramatic posing. I am happy, though, that I found a Spider-Man that does not give me a headache. He looks like the Peter Parker from the prototype on the back of the card. So, and he does come with some cool, kind of cool accessories. Barbie doll backpack, generic skateboard, helmet of his head, and I hate to do this, but due to his, because just like this Spider-Man, due to his crappy articulation and super stiff joints where you think you're gonna break them, I'm gonna rate this as dog vomit. Yes, that's right. Not a good job, Hasbro. Not needs improvement, Hasbro. But a dog vomit. That's right. Oh man. There's, just like Rob Rogue says, I bet you I could even call Hasbro. They probably can replace this one, and I might do that. But it's more fun complaining about it. But so yeah, if I could change his head down, I'd be alright. Because I like the Spider-Man whoosh, and this one doesn't have the whoosh fingers. Alright guys, see you guys later. Do I recommend going getting him? If you can find the one that doesn't have the crappy prototype highlights on his head, if you can find the one that looks just like the prototype, yeah, I would go get him. So, yeah, no crappy highlights in his hair. Ones that look like worms or something. Yeah, alright guys, see you later. Bye. Alright guys, here's a little tag on the end of this video here. I finally got the helmet to stay in his hand. You just gotta really push it down in there. And I ran his head under hot water for a while. And I did get his head to go up and down finally. Still loose joints, he stands strange. Gosh, I hate to get another one. And on this Spider-Man, I yanked on his head for a long time hot water. He's just not coming off, so I guess I'm stuck with this loose leg syndrome Spider-Man for a while. I'm not gonna buy another one. I just maybe glue it or something. So at least the horse stands up straight. This is a cool pose, though. He's like, why do I have to be Spider-Man? How come I get all these superpowers? How come Uncle Ben had to die? How come my vagina hurts? How come I'm in a reboot? Why couldn't they just... How come the lizard looks so weird? How come am I going to be the second one? Alright guys, see you later. Bye.